I live in the Great Barrier Reef wet tropic catchment zone, so it's really up to us to lead by example and show people how we care about the environment. We want to make that land a better place, not just for us, but the next 50, 100, 200 years. My business is Natural Evolution, and we focus on the natural evolution of food. So we have a really holistic view of agriculture and food chain supply. Personally, my family was throwing away 5 tonnes of bananas a week, which is a lot of bananas when you start to see them piled up on the ground. It was terrible. I'd see my husband come home every Friday night with a long face because what he'd put into months of growing, resources, love, energy, he was just throwing it away simply because there wasn't a market for it and it was an odd shape or size. So the big aha moment really came summer 9 years ago when my husband accidentally drove over a hand of green bananas that had been sitting in the sun. He brought them home and said they tasted like flour. I thought he'd gone bananas, but he was right. Nutritionally, it was still perfect, and it was just taking something and looking at it a different way. It started by hand peeling them in our garage, enough to make 6 kilos of flour a week. Now, after 8 years, we're able to do a couple of tonne of product a day. And it's great, it gives people an alternative. So there's so many people out there with food allergies and intolerances or who are gluten-free. It's been a lifesaver for them. We're the world's first commercial producers of banana flour, and we're still the world's largest. We export our banana flour right around the world every day of the year from Walkamin. I mean, that gives me a great footing for where I want to go now, and that's looking at food waste on a bigger scale. Next year, we're looking at opening a mega factory here in Australia, which will produce 5 times the amount we're currently producing. The AgriFutures Rural Women's Award has been an incredibly important part of me getting my message out there and trying to solve food waste. It's been fabulous to meet all the other ladies from the other states. I feel like our nation is in really safe hands.